Hi, so this week went over greetings, and the rituals that we use with greetings is the access rituals. And that's what I feel like we use on an everyday basis. I feel like phatic communication is what we use on if you're walking around campus, if you're in the caf, or in class. I feel like those are very important because I feel like if you see someone you know, you need to communicate with them. I've said in the past that I'm a sorority girl, so whenever I'm walking around campus, I see my sisters everywhere I go. No matter what, no matter if I'm on the phone, what I'm doing, I will. If I walk past them, I will still say, "Hey, girl, how are you?" Something to let them know that I noticed them. Although it is very, very important to have those communications with them, I feel like it is also very important to do the ritual bracketing. I feel like that because I have to attend many social events being in a sorority. In those social events, you see many different people that you will see plenty of times throughout the night. If you see them once and say, "Hey girl, how are you doing?" When you see them again, it's to me, very rude if you say, "Hey girl, how are you doing?" Because if that was me, I would feel like, oh, well, that person didn't remember just talking to me. Like, I must, like, it makes someone feel good when you go up to them and say, "Hey, how are you doing?" or "Hey, girl," or whoever. It makes someone feel good. It makes them feel noticeable. So whenever you keep going up to them and you constantly say the same thing, it may make them feel a little less important, a little less like they're supposed to be your friend or something in that category. Um, the questions we went over today are that we talked about being a good open-ended question was, what is your name, where are you from, and what do you want to talk about? I feel like those are very good conversations, and being in a sorority, I have to do recruitment. During recruitment, we have to learn to meet girls. So open-ended questions are something that we go into classes to learn how to do. I feel like those are very good questions, especially where are you from, to start the conversation. And those questions get the conversation going to how the conversation is going to actually proceed throughout the rest of the conversation. Because if you ask them, where are you from? And they say, since I'm from Truman, if I was just like, Truman, that's it, then, the conversation's probably not going to go that well. And you're going to try to dig deeper to get the conversation going more smoothly. Because in recruitment, we have to talk to these girls no matter what for 45 minutes. So it's better to get the conversations going smoothly. You can use those I feel like those are very good basic questions to ask, but I feel like those questions you need to have something to feed off those questions. Like if you said, where are you from? And if you kind of know something about that town, if you don't, be like, oh, is that where's that at? And you're probably going to know something around it. Or they're going to say, it's a small town near Bay. They're going to say, oh, or then you could proceed the conversation by saying, oh, I'm from a small town too. What's your favorite thing about a small town? Or if you're talking about college, like instead of saying, are you excited about school? Say, because that's just a yes, no, short answer question. You can say, so what made you choose ASU? That'll get the conversation going, and then it'll give you the opportunity to tell why you chose ASU. And talking about Greek life, instead of saying, are you excited about sorority recruitment? You could say, are your parents excited about you going through recruitment? What chose you to go? What made you want to go through recruitment? What what do you hope to get out of this? Instead of just basic simple questions, you can go more depth into the questions. I feel like communication, like I said earlier, is very, very important into an everyday basis, because no matter what, if I see someone that is upset, I'm gonna go up to them, and if I know them, and be like, hey, are you okay? And maybe give them a hug, something short and simple. I will leave if I see someone upset, I will leave the conversation open. Like, hey, if I say, hey, are you okay? That's to let them know that I can talk about it. But if you just want to say, yeah, I'm fine, I will not ask any more questions. And I feel like that's something that people need to realize whenever they go up to someone, is not try to pressure someone into talking to them. And that's it.